Have you ever heard of World Toilet Day? This is an official United Nations International Observance Day marked every 19th November to inspire action to tackle the global sanitation crisis. In this documentary, find out the steps Kenya has made in enhancing awareness about healthy sanitation practices with special focus on informal settlements in Nairobi. Now let's go on the ground. Jason Amimo has been living in Kianda village, Kibra constituency all his life. This is where he was born, and this is where his source of livelihood comes from. It is home. However, growing up in Kibra was not easy for Jason. His was a life filled with challenges, the biggest one being lack of access to sanitation.
There have been challenges, like for example, ukipiga hesabu ya issue with water. There's been challenges on water. You get most facilities had no water, which that one was addressed, but not fully. Apart from that, there have been challenges on the toilets. There are other toilets around that are not connected to the sewer, like the pit latrines. So people prefer using the pit latrines rather than the ones that they are going to pay. So you get the problem that we are trying to solve, we cannot solve it as much as we want.
Yes, for years, residents of Kibra had been plagued with lack of clean water and proper sanitation services, a plight that became synonymous with the name Kibra. Joe Bright Odongo is a proud Kibra native, and just like Jason, he recalls the days when the so-called flying toilets were the norm.
There was issues of flying toilets, issues of drainage, problem with drainage systems. But now, there's a beautiful thing that has happened to Kiberans. You can see our drainage systems are clean.
Yes, thousands of Kibra residents are now breathing a sigh of relief. This is all because of efforts by Athi Waterworks Development Agency through its Nairobi Informal Settlements Sanitation Blocks project that has given residents access to clean water and sanitation services. Started in 2014, the project was a collaborative effort by the Water Agency, the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, and the French Development Agency AFD, which financed the project. The aim? To build ultra-modern sanitation blocks in informal settlements around Nairobi so as to restore dignity to residents through improvement of sanitation coverage in line with Article 43 of the Constitution and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 6.
We are doing a bathroom, an ablution block complete with entire sanitation facilities. And strategically placed across where people cannot be able to access water or wastewater facilities.
With this in mind, the agency further partnered with Umande Trust, a non-governmental organization that has been entrusted with bringing the dream of access to clean water and sanitation services into reality. Ramtu Abdallah is one of its officers.
We're building this center known as biocenters. We don't call them toilet, we call them biocenter because there are bio components in it. One of those components is a sanitation, where you have toilets, bathroom. Still, we have the modern kitchen inside it. That's one of the innovations. The significant part of it, the slurry, through the digestion process, it produces a gas, and the gas, the community utilize it to cook, and now we are proceeding it. Coming in future, then that means we'll be lighting up for the residents within the community. They can tap electricity through the biocenter. But the good part of it for now, the nearby residents, when the digestion have already been composited, they can even tap the gas through the centers and utilize in their home. Now still the component as a resource center. Some of them utilize it as a school, the ECD schools, but most of the people, the Kinamama, the Chama, and the youth, they hire the social hall to use during their daily activity.
We'll not be using the firewood anymore. There's going to be clean energy because we'll be using the biogas to cook for the children in the feeding program. So we see there's going to be a bigger change in terms of the change in the community. The biogas is going to come in a big way for the group because there's the money that we have been spending to buy firewood, and now it's going to be cost-friendly for us. We may use that money to use it in other ways that can also help us within us. And in terms of time is going to be very short for us because by the time we go and get the firewood and make it work so that the food can be ready for the children, it takes some time. So it's going to be time effective for us and money effective for us.
The area where these biocenters are constructed was donated by the community themselves. It's the community that identifies the site. And to make optimum use of this site, the biocenters are constructed in a special way, whereby they are in 2 floors. The ground floor hosts the sanitation facility itself, complete with bathrooms, and the upper floor is used as a social hall for recreation of purposes and where the communities can meet. That makes it very acceptable to the community because the land that was initially donated was used by the community on their social amenities. So it is unique in that it is addressing both the health, sanitation facilities, and also the social dynamics of the community.
When it comes to sustainability, the agency and partners went a step further and offered training to the community-based organizations, empowering them with best practices for management and maintenance of the project.
Mimi naitwa Dunya Majoni na mimi ndo chairman wa Whispers Champions Youth Initiative, na tuko watu 27, average ya 18 years to 30. So average inacheza hapo 23, 24 sana wenye tuko members wetu.
Mazingira yetu na in collaboration na AWWDA walitupea trainings kadhaa. Siwezi kumbuka ni ngapi but ni mob. One of them kulikuwa na bookkeeping, tumefunzwa customer relations. Zimetusaidia kwa sababu unaona kulikuwa na time unaweza pata like wasee wanagombana kwa wanagombana kwa biz juu ya do mpaka inasikia mpaka customers. Unajua tu youth but tumelearn conflict management nini, so the best place ya kuzi-apply ni kwa project zetu. So hata kama tuko na issues, it's better tupande juu, tuzisotie huko juu, shughuli ikifanyika huko down.
To ensure all this is it has the 360 degrees attention, we train all our stakeholders, be it contractors, be it the community-based organization, on how to operate and to sustain these programs. And we also offer periodic monitoring and evaluation on the performance of these facilities. I can tell you for sure, even the political leadership is involved in the sustainability. The general administration is also involved to make sure that these facilities as installed are beneficial to the community.
Kama at least hata mkimit members ama official, at least hata kama tunachukua tuna counter check ama maybe rocket zetu zenye tumekuwa tu collect throughout the week nini, so at least tuko na ile transparency, tukitumia hizo record, tunaandika hizo record zote zenye tuna collect do zetu daily nini, vitu kama hizo.
We are creating a fully partnership with the community, similar that we're creating the government with the Athi water. The same similar partnership we're creating with the community. While the community themselves manage this facility, we just come in and construct the facility. We create a rapport within our institutional mandate trust and the community. Now, we take the community towards training. We have basic type of training in terms of management of this facility. What time it will be open, what time it will be closed, how we need to put the toilet clean, what time do you need to wash it, what other aspect need to to be included so that this facility can run in terms of management.
Kitambo tulikuwa tunapupukwa hizo kasuku, flying toilets tunarusha kwa mtoni. Vile mulikuja na hii project ilitupendeza sana. Juu saa hii huwezi kutana hata na mafi ikirushwa mahali popote. Maji tunapata karibu, bafu pia iko ndani. Sasa hapo mlitusaidia kama watu wa community.
Ni kusafi, hakuna uchafu. Pia maji tunapata hapo ni karibu. Tulikuwa tunahangaika kuendea maji kwa reli, lakini sasa iko karibu na sisi. Choo pia, watu wa vibanda hapa tuko na choo. Ilikuwa una struggle kitambo tafute mahali unaenda kwa choo, unachukua muda mrefu.
The project has already seen some sanitation blocks begin operations upon commissioning, and their impact is being felt by the community.
From this facility, I'll say, like really, when the kids come, this is where they come like to help themselves, like toilet and everything, and it's always very clean and safe for the kids. And to us, safety is one of the most important things, and cleanliness and making sure the kids are safe. And these facilities has really helped Cheza kids.
Many rivers from the Athi catchment are polluted because they pass through Nairobi. So we want to do, through Athi, we want to clean it. We want to do last mile connectivity to collect all sewage to the treatment plant so that sewage is treated and safely disposed. So that way we are bringing development.
Hata si tungependa sana hizi pit latrines zikuwe eradicated. Juu there's no need ya kuwa sewer line iko but bado kuna pit latrine. Hizi ndo zinafanya panya zinakuwa mingi, hata unapata kwa nyumba unakanika unaishi na panya.
Athi Waterworks Development Agency is proud of what it has been able to achieve here and the significance the project will have to the economy.
Now that the community wame accept, wanaitumia sana, na mimi kama youth na benefit that unapata ime create employment kwetu. So at least kada kuna a number of projects unaweza fanya on top of hii yenye tuliepewa, bado kuna zingine tunaweza fanya, but the main fund inatoka kutoka hapa.
This facility, which I think is top notch, because you do have biofuel, you have sanitation, and you have community-based arrangements. So I think it's a very interesting infrastructure, and I'm sure this is yours. This is a community. It will be managed. It will belong. It belongs already to the community.
The national government budget that goes to health is very high, and it is principally not addressing the preventive measures on waterborne or water-related diseases. So what we are addressing is a health issue, and principally once we address the sanitation facilities, it has been indicated, and data has it, that over 50% of the diseases that are currently at our treatment facilities are preventable, and that budget can go towards other economic use.
As the world marks the World Toilet Day, it is hoped that access to water and sanitation services will be accelerated in the country. Athi Waterworks Development Agency remains focused on mobilizing adequate resources to facilitate more of such investments in Nairobi's informal settlements. This includes building a strong framework to guide investment plans, enhancing sustainable resource mobilization, and promoting effective and efficient service delivery, all in an effort to achieve their goal of actualizing a modern, well-planned, clean city with sufficient world-class water and sanitation infrastructure.